Okay, so for Halloween, I am going to be Tony Stark, so to speak. I have bought a couple of components, not necessarily actual armor, but shirts that look like armor and a couple of things to go with it. And in order to complete this without doing a mask, I am going to color my hair. And with that said, this is the first time I'm going to color my hair. It's kind of a lighter brown, and I got some gray in there. And I looked at a lot of photos of Robert Downey Jr., Tony Stark. There's a couple of them that look black, but then there's a large majority of his hair that just looks like a very dark brown. So I picked up some just for men, and we're going to give it a try. So I went to the local Walmart and picked up a Just for Men very dark brown or dark brown, because this kind of coloring looks pretty good to what I guess a Tony Stark would look like. For most of the photos I've seen, there's some where I think in in-game briefly he had blonde hair, and then there's a couple of moments where his hair looks so dark that it looks almost black. Did the same for the beard. I don't know how well that's going to look, but I wanted to get like a color match, even though I think his beard looks a little darker, almost black. So anyhow, we're going to give this a try. I wasn't planning on videotaping this. In fact, I really didn't have a video planned for this week. So whether this makes it up Friday or not, I don't know. So let's get started. So in this box, you have your tube of coloring, A45. You have a hair applicator, a little comb that hooks up to this. And then you have, I would assume these are gloves. And then the instructions say that you should probably have a timer or a clock, which we have in here, an old towel or a shirt. I kind of like this shirt. Years ago, well, Browns have had so many problems over the years. This shirt turned into a painting shirt, so that's what I'm going to use. Sorry, Browns. Hopefully you guys can pull it together and bring it back so I don't have to continue to waste Browns memorabilia and shirts on painting projects. So in this bag there are two giant gloves, and I've found some old towels. Looks like my wife used these on her last coloring job, or I used them in the garage. Who knows? We'll see. All right, so I guess you're gonna pull this off, and I want this to kind of look as dark as possible. So I'm gonna put the whole thing in. I don't know how long it's gonna last. It's probably gonna last way too long, but it's not that much different than, it's not that much darker than my actual hair, so it's going to be all right. Plus, I can play the role of Tony Stark for a little while. So, yeah, put that in there, attach the applicator, apply to dry, unwashed hair. Okay. Kind of brushed out my hair a little bit so that way the product that I had in it earlier is out. At least I don't have any paste or anything. Alright. Guess we'll... Hey, gloves for men. In case you have like extra long fingers. Also, I took off my watch just to make sure I'm not getting... This is okay. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's coming out. I don't know if that can... So, squeeze too gently until you see product come out. During the application, continue to squeeze. All right. Here we go. All right, it's been about 10 minutes. Yeah, it's been 10 minutes. And it says to rinse and then shampoo. I'm gonna do a shot around the back of my head here. Let's see, I don't know if that's any good or not. We'll see. I have more product to use if I need to. So let's take a look. So it did get it kind of brown to the color I wanted, but you know, I'm looking over here, I still have a lot of silvers and I want to kind of adjust that if I can. So I'm going to try to reapply it a little quick before I and do another round to see if I can really get in deep there before I commit to this and shampoo it and condition it and all that stuff. So I don't know if that's going to work very well, but I'm going to give it a try. All right, after a rinse and a shampoo, I'm pretty pleased with these results. It's kind of like the darkness that I want, and in lower light, it'll just have the just right effect. So in kind of shadows and stuff, it will look almost black, and in light, you'll have that dark, kind of brown look that Mr. Stark normally has. So overall, pretty pleased with this result. The next phase is going to be doing this, and I might need a beard pencil. I've been trying to do some test shaves to kind of get it close to what Tony Stark looks like. And I'm in need of a shave now, but I'm kind of letting the beard grow out as much as I can, and then I'll shave up and trim up the spots that I want to trim. All right, this still needs to wash out, and the longer you let it sit, the darker it gets. So right now it looks like I've painted myself with this stuff, and we'll see how it turns out if it washes out. Who knows? I like the way the hair's looking. There you go. So you can clearly see a little bit where it's darkened, especially some of those white spots that I used to have in my beard. It did darken it up a little bit, and now it's just a matter of getting the shave, and then, I don't know, maybe I'll use a beard pencil or something to draw in that lines, because my face and my beard just don't kind of match the ridge lines that a Tony Stark face does. So I don't know, we'll kind of play with it later. We'll see how it turns out.